the Viva Las Vegas radio show, live from the historic Handy Hardware in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. Can you say Viva Nash Vegas?
Viva Nash Vegas!
So much fun. Today is a very special day with many, many different surprises. So I hope you're ready, because now it's time to bring on some people that are just phenomenal. We'll be introducing you more as time goes on. Have you heard of Hank Snow?
Yes.
Yes. Wait, can you scream louder?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll scream louder if I have a bigger Hank Snow. We have two of Hank Snow's original Rainbow Ranch Boys, along with the one and only Rob McNurlin. Are you ready for a good time? Take it away! Big loud whistle as a blue, blue said, Lord of the South, man, we're coming to you, we're moving on. Oh, hear my song. Had a laugh on me, so I set you free, I'm moving on. Mr. Kayton Roberts. In Tennessee, I'm moving on. Oh, hear my song. Shovel the coal and the rattler roll, I'm moving on. Mr. Engineer, take your bridle in hand. This rattler's the fastest in the southern land. I'm moving on. I'll soon be gone. Now ease my mind, put me there on time. I'm moving on. Hey. That big loud whistle as a blue, blue said, Lord of the South, man, we're coming to you, we're moving on. Oh, hear my song. You got the laugh on me, so I set you free, I'm moving on. Thank you all very much. That's a member of the Steel Guitar Hall of Fame there, Mr. Kayton Roberts. Mr. Roger Carroll on the bass. And here's one of Hank Snow's biggest hits, Fool Such As I.
Yeah.
2, 4. Pardon me if I'm sentimental when we say goodbye. Don't be angry with me should I cry. When you're gone, I will dream a little dream as years go by. Now and then, there's a fool such as I. Now and then, there's a fool such as I am over you. You taught me how to love, and now you say that we're all through. I'm a fool, but I love you, dear, and will till the day I die. Now and then, there's a fool such as I. Yeah. such as I am over you. You taught me how to love, and now you say that we're all through. I'm a fool, but I love you, dear, and will to the day I die. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Now and then there's a fool such as I.
Country music. Unbelievable. Kayton Roberts wrote the book on steel guitar. How about Kayton?
Yes, sir.
Kayton's kind enough to sign one of these albums with Kayton right here with that exact same steel guitar before you added the Stone Wave.
Yeah, the same guitar as this.
Let me give you this microphone.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, that's the same steel guitar this one is right here. In fact, all the years I played with Hank Smith, which was 31 years, I used this guitar. It's the only one I had.
How many years?
31. Wow. 31 years. I started with him in 1967, and I played with, well, you can really count 2 or 3 more years on that because he died. You know, he quit playing the opera about like 96, wasn't it, Roger? I think 96. And he died in 99. So about 10 days before the turn of the century.
Wow. So you all go out and play all over as a trio?
Yeah, we get good fellows like this right here.
Now, who is this fellow with you?
And George over there.
Oh,
George has been on some dates with us.
Oh, I know. But now, so you all go out. In the center we have, how about a hand for Rob McNurlin here?
Rob McNurlin. Yeah.
Rob is quite a singer-songwriter. You have a TV show. What is it?
Yeah, the Rob McNurlin Ranch Party.
You can see that all over YouTube. Just check it out. All the videos are great. Some great video of him and Marty Stewart. All kinds of special guests. Now, this man has even toured with the legendary Ramblin' Jack Elliott, so he knows quite a catalog. He's a singer and songwriter, and you got some nice rhinestones. Where'd you get that suit?
Manuel. The man to go to for rhinestones, you know.
I'm not incorrect. He may live in Williamson County.
Yes, he does.
Am I right?
Yes, he does.
And that's where we are, in Williamson County. And now we'd like to look at the cameras. Everybody turn around and wave at the camera. We're on WilliamsonSource.com. Howdy world! From WilliamsonSource.com. Hi, David. Now I'm going to leave you all too. The one and only Rob McNurlin and the Rainbow Ranch Boy.
Thank you. Here's the song that me and Kayton kind of got together on the first time. A little recitation number called Friend of the Family. When I was just a little boy, 4 years old, maybe 3, one day after work, Dad brought home a friend of the family. We welcomed him with open arms. We gave him a prominent place in our home. Then we gathered around and listened to the stories that we told. He showed us pictures we'd never seen and told of places that we'd never been. He could sit and talk for hours, this friend of the family. We loved this friend so much that we let him move right in. And in the evenings we'd gather around and listen to the tales he could spin. We used to sit on our front porch and talk with neighbors as they passed by. But with this new friend we began to stay inside. And after table grace, we'd tell each one about our day, but now we kept quiet to see what our friend would say. Well, there was times that we'd even stay home from church because we loved spending time with this new friend so much. Now our friend would be our babysitter when Mom and Dad went out. And they didn't know the things he told us when they weren't around. Late one night, our friend began to swear and cuss. And I couldn't believe that our dear friend would speak that way in front of us. But no one called him down, though he should have been ashamed of the language that he used in front of us that day. I guess our friend got braver and braver through the years, till the stories were filled with sex and violence, things that no one should hear. He mocked all we stood for, and he questioned our beliefs, but still we sat and listened to this friend of the family. Now he still tells his stories, and we listen to him yet, to this friend of the family that we call the television set. Thank you very much. Here's one that got a pretty easy chorus. You'll pick it up and everybody can sing along. We have a little church here on Saturday morning. One called On the Rock and Roll. Well, are you on the rock and roll, brother? Are you on the rock and roll? Are you standing on the rock? Is your name on the roll? Are you on the rock and roll? Riding on the way to glory, but you're bound to go. Where you stand if you're on the rock and roll? Well, are you on the rock and roll, brother? Are you on the rock and roll? Are you standing on the rock? Is your name on the roll? Are you on the rock and roll, Mr. Kayton? When Jesus stands ready where the Savior for his soul, he wants to write your name in glory and put you on the rock and roll. Well, are you on the rock and roll, brother? Are you on the rock and roll? Are you standing on the rock? Is your name on the roll? Are you on the rock and roll? Are you on the rock and roll? Are you standing on the rock? Is your name on the roll? Are you on the rock and roll? Well, are you on the rock and roll?
How about the one and only Ron McNurlin? You wrote those songs yourself? Amazing. You know what? I don't know who could follow that. But I do know one person who probably could, because sometimes he follows me when I'm his opening act. And he always just completely wipes the stage clear because the audience loves him. How about the one and only George Hamilton IV? George IV, now you actually, years ago, you came to Nashville, to the Ryman, slept at the YMCA downtown, and met Hank Snow for the first time.
Yes, I sneaked backstage at the Grand Ole Uproar at the Ryman, and there was Hank Snow, one of my heroes. And I guess I was just young enough and stupid enough to ask him if I could have his guitar pick for a souvenir. And he said, "Well, son, I believe I'll need that for my next spot on the Opry." But if you'll give me your mailing address, I'll send it to you the first of the week. Well, I gave him my address in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And sure enough, the next week I got this package from the Rainbow Ranch in Madison, Tennessee. And I thought, well, that's where Hank lives, you know. And I opened it up, and there was a beautiful picture of him in front of the barn.
Yeah.
And I think he was on his horse.
Yeah.
And he was in front of the barn.
Shawnee.
Yeah. Shawnee.
Shawnee, that is horse.
And there was the pic. It was scotch taped to the picture. And I donated it to the Hank Snow Museum up in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Why Nova Scotia? Channel number 2 on the map.
I don't know where it went.
Well, Nova.
The Black Channel. Black Channel. Channel number 2.
Hank was born in Nova Scotia. Was it Liverpool?
Well, those times Brooklyn, right close to Liverpool, it was, Brooklyn,
Yeah.
I think, but because he had a little children's playhouse over there, and he said that. And what did they name that Hank Snow?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's named after him.
And I hear there's a wonderful museum. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
not only here there is, but I've been to it. It's in the old railroad station.
Yeah.
Hank Snow Museum. But anyway, a lot of people don't realize that Hank was a great songwriter. He wrote a lot of his songs, I guess, Moving On.
Yeah.
Did he write quite a few, did he?
Yes, he did. He wrote bukus of songs that back when he was in Canada.
Well,
Can you hear me? But well, that's okay. But he wrote just bukus of songs. He did.
It's back when Hank was in his early days, in the 50s and 60s, there wasn't as much of a singer-songwriter
Right.
trend as today. There are a lot of singer-songwriters. So I don't think he got credit for a lot of the wonderful songs he wrote because people thought he was mainly a singer. This is a song that Hank wrote about his home province
Homeland, yeah.
of Nova Scotia, which means New Scotland. There's a place I'll always cherish, neath the blue Atlantic skies, where the shores down in Cape Breton bid the golden sun to rise, and the fragrance of the apple blossom above the dew-kissed lawn. Back in dear old Nova Scotia, the place I was almost born. Scotian and the Ocean Limited and the Maritime Express, their mighty engines throbbing make their way towards the west. And sturdy fishing schooners sway so lazy to and fro. Back in dear old Nova Scotia, the place I long to go. Where the pretty robin redbreast sings to loved ones in the trees, and the French dialected old Quebec keeps calling out to me. It seems to say be on your way, there's a welcome at the door. Back in dear old Nova Scotia on that green Atlantic shore. Here's Kayton. And Roger. Across this great dominion, I've traveled far and wide, where the shores out in Vancouver touch the blue Pacific tide. I've crossed the snow-capped Rockies, seen the wheat fields golden blaze, headed back to Nova Scotia, where I'll spend my twilight day. Down through beautiful New Brunswick and across to PEI, to the rock-bound coast of Newfoundland, I'll love them till I die. But if God came here on earth with us and he asked for a little rest, I'd take him to my Nova Scotia home, the place I love the best. I'd take God to my Nova Scotia home, the land I love the best.
we do want to remind you as the show goes on that Rob, Kayton, and Roger have got some neat things back here at our hospitality table. All kinds of wonderful T-shirts, CDs. Do you have 8-track tapes?
We can get one if they really want.
They got everything you need to have a wonderful afternoon here. You know, when we found out that we would have Hank Snow's original Rainbow Ranch Boys and Rob McNurlin here, first thing that came to mind was this wonderful singing couple from here in beautiful Franklin, Tennessee. Do you love Franklin? Let me hear you scream. And of course, we are situated at Historic Handy Hardware in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee. We want to say hello to everybody out there watching us on WilliamsonSwords.com. So turn around one more time and wave at the camera. Howdy world, we're here. Oh, it's so much fun to have a big crowd here, especially with this young couple who's going to come up and do a song. I met a man named Jeff Mack down in Australia with Tom Comet, the wonderful bass player who'll be up here in a little while. We were singing down there doing a tour in Australia. We flew in on a helicopter backstage at a show, and there would be line dancers lining up in a parade for us to run through. When we got to the stage, we saw something we didn't quite expect. A man named Jeff Mack, who actually wrote I've Been Everywhere, originally in Australia, with all kinds of Australian names. You may understand that I'm now leading up to one of Hank Snow's most famous songs. It is one of the most difficult songs for anyone to sing on any stage. But these people will attempt it here today on the Viva NashVegas radio show without a net. Ladies and gentlemen, the unstoppable Two Country for Nashville!
I want to know who is Annette. Her name's Leanne. Without a net?
Without a safety net.
Who's Annette?
There's no one.
There's no Annette. She's Leanne, I'm Joel.
Do you use a hairnet?
No, I use Aquanet. Where's that drum cue there? Anyway, I am thrilled and honored to be able to play here with the Rainbow Ranch Boys and do a Hank Snow song. This is one of my favorites. I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca Road when along came a semi. Or was it a freight train? No, it was a chicken. That's the one that crossed the road. No, it was a semi. It was a semi with a high and canvas covered load. If you're going to Winnemucca Mac, with me you can ride. So I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand. And I said, listen man, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts there, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Manawha, Wapalongo, Vegas, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tortopira, Venezuela, and Manila. I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallapoosa, Glen Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Hennessy, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Shippernville, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Pittsville, Springfield, Bakersfield, Shreveport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fond-du-Lac, Davenport, Idaho, Jericho, Argentina, Diamantina, Pasadena, Catalina. See what I mean? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Gravelburg, Colorado, Ellisburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Maribor, Rampart, Armstrong, Chattanooga, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Waterloo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City, what a pity, I've been everywhere, I've been everywhere, I'm so man, I breathe the mountain, man, travel, I've had my share, man.
Okay, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He used to be a truck driver, okay? And I've been in the car with him a lot, and I know that he drives a lot faster than he just sang that song.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
caught.
So, last verse again, guys. Let's make him go a little faster. What do you think? Let's go faster. Come on.
I see.
Oh, faster than that. Come on. Come on, faster. Nope. Come on, faster, guys. There we go, maybe.
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, Gravelburg, Colorado, Ellisburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Maribor, Rampart, Armstrong, Chattanooga, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City, what a pity, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert square, man. I'm green mountain there, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man.
Is there any place you haven't been?
Oh, I've been everywhere. Yeah. Hey, how about the Rainbow Ranch Boys? Hey, what a thrill. Thank y'all very much.
The one and only Drew Kayton from Nashville. Yeah. Actually, before you all leave, can I ask one special request?
What's that, darling?
There's a song you wrote, and I wanted to know, do you really have a junkyard?
Yeah. Well, I kind of, when you play an instrument, you got all kind of little junky stuff that you play, and I just said, well, I wrote that, and I said, well, I'll just name it Kayton's Junkyard.
You didn't already play it, did you?
No, but we can.
See there?
If you want to.
I want you to play Kayton's Junkyard. This is unbelievable. Get ready and hang on to your chairs here. Kayton's Junkyard.
No, that's a,
Okay.
this is the Junkyard.
Okay.
Carroll. Hank Snow's Rainbow Lynchboard. So good to have you here. Now, Kayton, a real quick question about that before you go back to Mann, the autograph table. Because I know you sign autographs as quick as you play the steel.
I don't know, I hope.
That's going to be good. That would be good. Now this steel, this predates the pedal steel guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, no pedals at all, and but you just have to learn to mimic a lot of the stuff that they do with pedals. And of course, I'm not trying to hold the steel guitar world down, but this is the old style, and there's a market for everything. You take an old song. Somebody write an old song. And somebody say, that's old, but it's pretty. Darn right, it's pretty, and it'll always be pretty. How old it is.
Can you name, before you go back to Mann, the autograph table, all the different stars you played with? Because George Jones, you recorded with him, I believe?
Yeah, just one song. They called me to do a session. I said, who is it with? They said, George Jones. I said, I never played with George Jones, but it was a good thing. It was Carter family, and that Bill Carlisle used to sing all the time. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song, and that's when I worked. And that's me doing that stuff, and they like that. Yeah.
How about Alison Krauss?
Yeah. Well, I never worked on her records, but she has cut records for other people, and she got me into work with them.
So she was the producer of the...
Yeah, right. She was producing it, yeah.
One time I think I ran into you in the studio with a band called the Wagoneers.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It was like back in the late 80s or something.
Yeah, I've did a lot of sessions. And I can't say I really like sessions. I don't like them because they put too much pressure on you, but that's all right. It goes with the territory, and it's part of the job. So.
Very cool. Well, how about another huge hand for Kayton Roberts, Robert Douglas, and Roger Carroll. Thank you, Kayton. But you all come back again sometime. Now, Rob, you have like how many CDs back there?
Well, I brought 5 or 6 different titles with me.
Okay, so we need you. I'll get those 5.
5 or 6 million.
5 or 6 million. And Kayton has some of these world famous Kayton Roberts T-shirts.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a limited supply. There's only a few of those left. So.
He does that. I don't know. I don't even know about them T-shirts.
I'm the bus driver and merchandise man.
All right. Well, get some of this merchandise. We got to keep this kind of country music alive forever. David Spaulding Jr., it's been a busy week for you, hasn't it?
Yes, George. We had a good week.
And so you've been having fun, just getting ready for the show.
Getting ready for the show. New
You know,
sound system and all.
Before we move on to our next star, who came all the way from Sofia, Bulgaria, we'd like to remind you how Hank Snow at one time was almost, I guess, co-manager of Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
And Colonel Tom Parker became the full manager. Did you ever meet Elvis?
No, I never did. No, before my time. I was born and raised in Florida, and that was before I came up here.
Did Hank have any fun stories about Elvis?
Well, not too many. Hank was, you had to get him in a right mood to make him get into funny stuff. But get him in the right mood, he's all right.
All right, well, we got some funny stuff for you now. Because this is the part of our show we always like to say Elvis may have left the building, but he's still here at Historic Handy Hardware. Ladies and gentlemen, now we give you the 8th wonder of the world, the one and only Elvis on a Bobcat. I was mentioning a woman who comes all the way from Sofia, Bulgaria. It's a place in Eastern Europe, and Al Goll will be playing Dobro with her. Right now, they're theorizing which microphone will be this one, or will it be the one back there?
I'm just going to see if this works right now. Don't be
They're
afraid.
in the cable, it's my fault.
Okay. And we'll give this to you.
Okay, Al Goll will be on the dobro. We have some special people. We have a piano player too. It is just amazing. This is what we call quick change on the stage of the Viva NashVegas radio show. Are you having a good time or what?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, David, they didn't say they were having a good time. Are you having a good time? It's a special day for David Spaulding. More on that later. Now I'll bring you a special guest all the way from Sofia. That is in Eastern Europe.
Correct.
And I saw this lovely lady, last time she was here, you were dressed in red.
I was, yeah.
And you've been here for like 2 months, I guess, in America or longer.
Yes, I'm something called a Fulbright scholar, and I'm writing a book on country music and studying the industry and history of country music here in Nashville. Otherwise, in Bulgaria, I'm an artist and music writer and journalist working at the Bulgarian State National Radio. And thank you, George, for having me back.
Well, you brought some people with you, but we'll talk about them, I guess, in a few minutes, or you have some people who may have flown with you.
Well, I would like to say hello to everyone from Bulgaria who is here.
We have people from Bulgaria. Can you walk up this way? I'll wave on the camera. Come to the front, please.
And I have with me Algo on the Dobro and Tom on the
Yes,
This is special for us because we normally have one person from Bulgaria. Come on up, everyone from Bulgaria. That's a long way to come for the Viva NashVegas radio show at historic Handy Hardware, beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee.
It's a homecoming, folks. It's a homecoming.
I might have blown this. Can you do that at this point?
I'm sorry?
The special surprise.
Right now? Okay, we'll start with it. I would like to say thank you to George V and his dad, George IV, because they have been ambassadors for country music in Europe. Without their efforts, country music would have never spread around the world. And it takes people like George IV and George V to bring country music
Come up here, George
to
IV.
Europe.
Come up on the stage. Yes, it's a spontaneous show here at Handy Hardware.
I'm going to
George
start-
IV is known as the International Ambassador of Country Music. You're right. Well, you were International Ambassador of Country Music to come to America.
Yes. I'm going to start with a Bulgarian song for my friends here. And it's a song about the beauty of home, of your house, of your local tavern, of the nature in southern Bulgaria. And it's a song which I sing always when I feel homesick, and it's now especially for my friends here. Специално за вас. Što mi je milo, milo i drago, v struga grada mamo djukjan da imam. Što mi je milo, milo i drago, v struga grada mamo djukjan da imam. Lele varaj mome, mome karino, v struga grada mamo djukjan da imam. Lele varaj mome, mome karino, v struga grada mamo djukjan da imam. Na che pensite, mamo da sedna, struškite momi mamo, momci da gledam. Na che pensite, mamo da sedna, struškite momi mamo, momci da gledam. Lele varaj mome, mome karino, struškite momi mamo, momci da gledam. Lele varaj mome, mome karino, struškite momi mamo, momci da gledam. Na ovo izvor, izvor studeni, tam da se struški mamo, struški zabera. Na ovo izvor, izvor studeni, tam da se struški mamo, struški zabera. družki zabera.
That was a beautiful song. I don't know if you all caught it, but I did. You wrote a verse about the Viva NashVegas radio show. Thank you. All right, I'll get off the stage, and I'm going to wave at the camera. Here comes Al Goll, Tom Comet, and I believe Steve might be playing on the second
On
song.
the next song. It's a cool, dark, spooky song which I learned from a band called Wilco, and it's called When the Roses Bloom Again. They were strolling in the gloaming when the roses were in bloom. Hey, sweetheart, and his sweetheart, Lady True, a soldier. And their hearts were filled with sorrow, 'cause their thoughts were of tomorrow. And she pinned a rose upon his coat of bloom. Do not ask me, love, to linger, 'cause you don't know what to say. 'Cause duty calls your sweetheart's name again. And your heart should not be sighing. If I'll be among the dying, I'll be with you when the roses bloom again. When the roses bloom again beside the river, and the mockingbirds they sing their sweet refrain. In the days of old exile, I'll be with you, sweetheart mine. I'll be with you when the roses bloom again. Came a whisper soft and low, a soldier who has fallen and afraid. I am dying, and I know I have to go. I wanna tell you just before I pass away. There's a far and distant river where the roses are in bloom. A sweetheart who is waiting there for me. And it's there I'll pray you'll take me. I've been faithful, don't forsake me. I'll be with you when the roses bloom again. I'm from Bulgaria to Tennessee. I'm going to finish with the Tennessee Waltz, and I would like to invite my friend Steve Morley, a famous journalist and musician who has been so helpful with my research in Nashville. He introduced me to important and useful people. So, Steve, come up. He's Beatnik. I was dancing with my walls when an old friend I happened to see introduced him to my loved one, and while they were waltzing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. I have lost my little darling. The night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced him to my loved one, and while they were waltzing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night at the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. I have lost my little darling. The night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz.
And Lilly Drumeva, all the way from Sofia, Bulgaria. Now, the merchandise table is getting more and more packed with fun merchandise for you, because Lilly just mentioned she has 3 CDs. So I know that you all are in a shopping mood. Right now, if you would look around the store, you can see smoked oysters, maybe even some Spam. That's right. Well, you can see the Grammars. How about a hand for Ruth and Donna Grammer, and Billy Grammer, the greatest guitar player in country music. Here's Ruth and Donna. Now, if you would, we'll turn around one more time and wave at the cameras and say, WilliamsonSource.com. You are watching us all over the world. Howdy world, turn around and wave. Well, the plot thickens. The plot thickens because David Spaulding is getting ready for a special day, and his special assistant has not shown up yet, so it's almost free reign, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
We probably want to turn up channel 1 just a touch for David Spaulding, the black trim knob. Yes, he is David Spaulding.
What are you up to, George?
You know, he's been researching our next guest, and before the guests come up here, we'd like to practice this for when he gets up to ask questions. Many people know David Spaulding as an industrial spy, but also he has now taken on the moniker following our wonderful t-shirts for Man of Constant Leisure, because David Spaulding Jr. is a man of constant leisure. Sing along with me. He is a man of constant leisure,
George, I have a job. I mean, that sounds bad.
You have a job?
Yes.
Your job, wait, let me see. Talk for a second.
I would like you all to know that our PO box number is. What's our mailing address, George?
It's P.O. Box 1111, Franklin, Tennessee 37065. And you can order your own Man of Constant Leisure t-shirt, or you can buy it right here at Historic Handy Hardware in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee.
Christmas is coming.
What?
Christmas is coming.
You're going to sing that song today? We have a lot of songs, but now we got some people who are fantastic. These ladies, see if you know, there's something going on, a magic between them, but only you will understand.
I'm looking forward to this.
Microphone up. These are the fabulous Mann sisters. How about a hand for them?
Man, sister. That's a display.
We're Mann sisters. That's our last name. We're not just manly women.
Well, maybe no. But what he was talking about is we are twins. So that's the interesting connection between me and her.
Actually, we met this morning.
Yeah. We put this all together really fast. But we're gonna start it off here with a favorite tune of ours by the great Dolly Parton. Let's start that again.
Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair and ivory skin, eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you endlessly, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I could easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice in bed, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, please don't take him just because you can. Jolene.
Thank you. Get a few comments from the back. Is there a way we could turn this up just a little bit so my guitar is a tiny bit louder? This mic here?
Oh, sure.
Perfect. That's awesome. So this next song is a very seasonal song, and we wrote this one. And noticed the pumpkins and ghosts in the window over here, and we could tell that it's almost Halloween time, so we figured...
Those aren't Christmas decorations?
No, those are not Christmas decorations.
Wow, I have my holidays completely confused.
But not too many people write Halloween songs, so we figured why not take a crack at it. So happy Halloween, everyone. This is titled Halloween Night.
once again it's Halloween night. Whoa, the full moon is shining bright. Whoa, on this Halloween night. Vampires take what they can get, so wear a scarf around your neck. And if your hero is cackling, take it as a fit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So close your windows, pull down the shades to keep the ghouls and goblins away. Lock your eyes, hold your children's hand, 'cause once again it's Halloween night. Whoa, the full moon is shining bright. Whoa, it's Halloween night. The headless horseman, king of them all, rides on the darkest night of fall, looking for his lost head, but he'll settle for yours instead. And the giant lantern with the crooked face doesn't light up the darkest place. You can't run, but you can't hide from those things that bump in the night. In the night, so close your windows, pull down the shades to keep the ghouls and goblins away. Lock your doors, hold your children's hands, 'cause once again it's Halloween night. So close your windows, pull down the shades, and pay attention to what I say. Lock your doors, hold your children's hands, 'cause once again it's Halloween night. Whoa, the full moon is shining bright. Whoa, on this Halloween night.
Thank you. You want to introduce the next one here? All right, so the next song is another original that we wrote, and it's not about Halloween, but it's not. That's our only Halloween song. It's titled Have You Talked to the Moon?
How are you today? Have you talked to the moon lately? Did he give my secrets away? to the moon lately? Did he give my secrets away? How I went out last night to play.
We will be playing tonight at Puckett's in Leapers Fork at 8 o'clock.
Y'all need to be there. That's right here in Williamson County. Turn around and wave to the cameras one more time on WilliamsonSource.com. Howdy world. And that's go see them tonight at Puckett's in Leapers Fork. 8 o'clock?
Yes, 8 o'clock. We'll be there.
All right, the Mann sisters. And now, a part of our show that's really become quite a tradition as time's gone by. You will remember this is actually, believe it or not, a real live working hardware store. And in a real live working hardware store, well, you can get keys cut, you can buy cowbells, and as you expect, you can get sardines. Yes,
Smoked oysters?
here at Handy Hardware. What, David?
Smoked oysters?
Smoked oysters. Speak into the microphone.
Smoked oysters?
Smoked oysters, and what else?
I bought some glow-in-the-dark duct tape, man, it's so cool.
Glow-in-the-dark duct tape. We like to think of this, you know, Main Street in Franklin has been voted America's most romantic Main Street, and we like to call Handy Hardware
America's most romantic hardware store.
And here is the reason why. Andy and Donna of Handy Hardware.
Hey, Andy! What's on sale?
How's everybody doing this afternoon?
We're great.
All right, we got utility knives on sale this month, along with blades to go with them, 50 packs for $4.97. Now we're out of the hammers, and what else are we out of? Yeah, whatever we don't have, we're out of it. So,
we got the tape measures.
Yeah, we got the tape measures too, but you can find all this stuff at the end cap right at the counter as you get ready to leave. And Donna, I think we're going to be at Pumpkin Fest next weekend, so you're going to have to come by and see us. We're going to have White's metal detectors represented there.
All right.
We've got a lot of new detectors we got in, so if you want to give a Christmas gift to a youngster or even somebody young at heart that needs something to do after you retire, we've got detectors for every need. And I think Donna's got a few things here she wants to talk about that we're going to be taking out to Pumpkin Fest.
Right. We still have our duct tape jewelry, $2.99. If anybody's interested, it's
All right. Yes.
and pretty. And if you need a hand doing your Halloween We have Ghostly Mix, Pumpkin Tea, Eyeball Soup Mix, and Witch's Warts for those people who need them. We also have Pumpkin Lights, $2, I think they're $2.50, and they come with extra batteries, so they'll last all season long. And don't forget your limited edition handy hardware t-shirt.
Yes, the t-shirt.
And we will be located across the street from Starbucks, so get your coffee, come hear the music, and come see us at Pumpkin Fest.
And listen, folks, before they leave, we've got to push some yardsticks. Now, we've got a handy hardware yardstick made in the USA, first class quality. And I think they're on sale for 99 cents.
That's it, David. 99 cents all day long.
Yeah, so don't leave here without a yardstick. And also, y'all, it's starting to get a little cold outside, so the bugs are coming inside. You notice that? Stink bugs and all kinds of bugs. You got really good fly swatters up here for sale, too.
We do, along with insecticides also. So pick up a fly swatter if you need.
Well, make sure and load up before you leave.
That's it.
What are these?
Pill boxes.
New products we have. We have pill boxes. If you're like any of us that are over 50, you have to get up in the morning, take all your medications, and
You know, Andy, I think David Spaulding could start using something like that.
Thanks, George.
I would
really
imagine
appreciate
so.
it.
I'm sure. I did want to mention also, today's Jeannie C. Riley's birthday.
Yeah!
And I talked to her husband on the phone this morning, and she was still in the bed, but she's supposed to call us back, and we wished her a happy birthday, and I think so.
Well, let's wait for the camera and say happy birthday, Jenny. Don't talk about anybody else, because that's a surprise.
That's right.
We're going to look at the camera, and we'll all wave to Jenny C. Riley, who's watching us in Texas.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jenny C. Don't you miss Williamson County, or Williamson Source.
That's it.
Thank you.
All right.
It's Andy and Donna of Handy Hardware.
George, let's do a stretch.
This is part of the show where David likes to stand up. Everyone stand up and stretch with David Spaulding Jr.
Our stretching period. Feels good. All right.
That was fun. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, classical piano like you've never heard before. I'm going to go over here and say hello to Barbara A. Stone. Barbara A. Stone, you were on the front page of Williamson AM last week or 2 weeks ago.
My fault.
It wasn't your fault, but it was such a blessing to see you there.
Yes, actually it was a very good article. I thought that Vicky Stout wrote. And I'd like to play some things for you today, just a couple of things. One of them is in the same category as Danny Boy. The other one is what you would have probably heard on Grandma's old piano. And then Pure Lace, which I hope my granddaughter will come here and dance to sometime.
That sounds good. Now I'm going to ask Barbara my favorite question. Barbara A. Stone, might I kiss your hand? How about a hand for that hand kiss? Thank you. We wanted Carol Ann to hold up the clap sign, but she was too busy texting. Now, I'm putting the microphone down. Before it gets any further, I'm going to do this favorite thing of Barbara Stone's and mine. I'm okay.
We hope so.
a ballet to it.
She's Barbara A. Stone. Now, I fell asleep because that was like a lullaby. When you play the piano, it always makes me feel so happy. And so happy to have you. How about her a hat? What do you think about that? You know, it's time now for some magic, because magic is a wonderful thing. I'll put away this card because I don't want you clapping before he comes out. He does magic. His name is David Scott. That makes him the Magic Man.
Thanks, George. Again, what about this show? What about all the talent today? Wasn't this great? This is fantastic. Well, when I'm out doing my full shows, a lot of times after the show, they'll come and ask me, what are some of the first tricks that I ever saw? And actually, this is one of them. Ta-da! Just kidding. But anyway, my father used to show me this quite often because, well, my dad wasn't a magician, but whenever I didn't want to do my chores, he'd pull out this trick. So I need to say, I saw this a lot growing up. Just for an example, he'd pull out 3 twos and a joker, and he called the joker the money card. So it's kind of a little bit like gambling. I'll give you an example. In the fall, it would be my chore to rake the leaves. Well, he would pull out the cards, turn the joker over, put the joker on a stand so I couldn't get to it. Then he'd show me the 3 twos. He'd turn one of the twos around and say, "Okay, Dave." He called me Dave because that was my name. But anyway, he'd say, "If you can guess where the joker is, you don't have to rake the leaves." Well, I knew he was raking me in, and I couldn't leave it at that. So I'd say it was in backwards in your hand. And he'd say, "No, son, it's the 2. Well, my dad, he was a really fair man, so he'd say, "I'll give you one more chance." So I said, "Well, obviously, it has to be on the stand." He'd say, "No, son, that's the joker. That's the 2. Go get the rake." So along would come winter, and of course, I had to shovel the snow, and guess what? The cards came out again. He'd turn the joker over, put it on the stand, show me the 3 twos, turn one around, but this time he would leave it jogged out a little bit. He'd say, "Okay, find the joker, you don't have to shovel snow. I thought about it. I knew he was snowing me. He knew I was a flake. Catch my drift? Well, I told him it was turned around in his hands. He said, no, son, that's the 2. But again, he was a fair man. So I said, okay, it's got to be on the stand. He said, no, son, it's right there. And that's the 2. Get the freaking shovel. Well, as time went on, I figured I'd try to catch him at his little game. But of course, here comes the spring. It's my turn to guess what? Mow the yard. Didn't like mowing the yard. Well, he'd get the card out, or all the cards out. And this time what he did, he turned 2 over, and I caught him. I said, wait a minute, Buster. Not only didn't talk to my dad that way, but Buster was his nickname. And anyway, he would take the card, pull them out like this, turn them over, turn this one over. Come back to me here. He would stick those 2 there. He would show these 2, turn them over. He'd run them back and forth. By this time, I couldn't take no mower. I did this whole bit for that one line. It's staying in. Okay? Y'all behave. So he's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I said, hold it, right there. I want the left one. He goes, sorry, son, that's the 2. And I said, aha, I got you. I didn't want the one in your left hand. I wanted the one that was left. And he said, that's okay, go get the mower. Hey. But you see, my father didn't really have any jokers to begin with. See, what he did, he would snap his finger and the joker would come out of the back. Thanks, everybody.
Yes, he does magic. His name is David Scott, and he's the Magic Man. And we had some wonderful people here called the Rhodes Brothers show up today. I'm talking to them from their stage, apologizing because we seem to be running out of time. Don't get mad. This will be an ongoing thing that'll happen as years go by, I'm sure. But stay tuned for the Rhodes Brothers, maybe on the next episode. Please don't get mad. Because Carol Ann said that she'll take a fly swatter from right here at Handy Hardware and chase me around the store if I don't bring her out right now. How about a hand for Carol Ann Turney? Do you need lyrics?
Do I need lyrics? I don't think so. Because once this song was in my head, it kind of took a permanent residency there.
You know, before she says something else, how about a hand for Steve Morley on the piano over here?
All right, Steve.
And Tom Comet, who's wearing a Grandpa Jones trucker's hat. Tomorrow, Grandpa Jones would have been 100 years old. How about that?
100.
Bless his heart.
I know. Well, I believe we're ready for Carol Ann to sing this song. If Barbara A. Stone was a singer, she'd sound like this. Everybody, clap for Carol Ann.
You're feeling blue. Anytime you feel downhearted, that will prove your love for me is true. Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I'll be thinking of you. So anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'll come on home to you.
Steve Morley, take it away.
only thinking of you. Decent save there. So anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'm on home to you. That's the time I'll come on home to you.
She's unbelievable. She is Carroll Turney. Carroll, let's get this song sheet out here and let's do just a little bit of this sound right here, because we tried this many years ago when the show first started out.
About 1 year.
Key of G, is that too low? Are you ready?
Give me a 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Are you
From Dixie? I say from Dixie, where the fields of cotton beckon to me. Help me, I'll be young, and the friends I'm longing to see. Are you from Alabama, Tennessee, or Caroline? Anything below the Mason-Dixon line. Are you from Dixie? I say from Dixie, 'cause I'm from Dixie too. Woo! Raise your hand if you're from Dixie. I'm Alabama.
We all are from Dixie because we're right here at historic Handy Hardware in beautiful downtown Franklin, Tennessee, in the middle of Dixie. We're on WilliamsonSource.com. We're looking around the room for the one and only Babe Curry, and he's not here. So it's time for the Rhodes Brothers. Get up here on stage. You can play the guitar, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
Come use my guitar.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we are. Really quick, the Rhodes Brothers are going to do this song on request that they did the other day. Do you remember this song?
Is it in the back? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, you and I play today? No, you play.
These guys are phenomenal and unstoppable. I'll move over here. So you drove out here from Nashville.
Yeah, we did.
Here's a microphone for you other Rhodes Brothers over here. You are brothers.
We are brothers, yes. We're the Rhodes Brothers.
Your name is Rhodes?
Yes, it is.
Play us that song.
This is In the Pines. It's originally done by the Lilly Brothers. Old song. Can you hear me? Is this playing? Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, no, it's a little louder.
Kind of.
In the pines, where the sun and shiver when the cold wind blows. Little girl, what have I done that's caused you to leave me so? You've caused me to weep, you've caused me to mourn, you've caused me to leave my home. In the pines, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows.
Yeah, all right.
The longest train I ever saw was 19 coaches long.
That's a long one.
The only girl I ever loved is on that train and gone. In the pines, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows. Do, 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 do. The longest train I ever saw went down that Georgia line. The engine passed at 6 o'clock. The coach passed by at 9. In the pines, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold
sisters.
Never know. It's the first time I've heard of it.
Thank you, Rhodes Brothers. That was what we call spontaneous. Are they unbelievable or what?
Yes, yes.
If you want super spontaneous, we might bring a man up here in a ski cap if he's somewhere in the building. I saw a young man with a blue ski cap. He's back in the back. Come up here real quick. Man in the ski cap. You're going to play the piano and sing a song for the people because it's almost time for us to take a musical trip to the Crawdad Hole, which is the end of our show. Tommy Jackson, how you doing back there?
You got to get me ready, baby.
Here comes, he's gone again. This man is spontaneous. He is spontaneity defined and also clothed. He might have bought that ski cap here at Handy Hardware, because you can find everything at historic Handy Hardware. Are you going to play the piano, Babe? One and only Babe Curry.
Babe Curry.
Babe, let's pretend like, well, play it again, Babe.
Well, what?
Are you going to play and sing a song? Because I'm going to stand here and hold the microphone for you. Babe Curry.
And I can't find a shadow for a twine that's thick dust near the hollow headed voices of the land. There were shattered mirrors everywhere, where the watchmen creeped over
very scary for me. I was just holding the microphone for Babe because I was eating a hamburger the other night with my fork. I decided not to eat bread, and I bit into my hamburger and bit off part of my tooth. But you know, it was easy here in Franklin because one of the world's greatest dentists, Dr. Terry Comer, fixed my tooth the next day. How about a hand for Terry Comer? And Franklin. You know, it's a special time of year for David Spaulding Jr. David, how do you feel about all this coming up right now? Are you ready? Let's do this. He is a man of constant leisure. No sleeping at the desk.
No, I'm not sleeping. I was still just enjoying Babe's sound.
You might enjoy this next part of the show, David, because not only is... Whose birthday was it earlier?
Oh, no, let's not go there.
Yes, it's time for us to sing happy birthday to the one and only David Spaulding Jr. Let me get a G. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, David Spaulding. Happy birthday to you. Scotty Spaulding with the cake.
You all can guess. I couldn't put the number of candles on here.
No, don't go there.
But if you take the number 58 and subtract the number of candles on here, you can figure out.
There's 20 candles on the cake, so that makes him 38 years old.
George, you know, I got to tell you, George and I were talking about birthdays, okay?
Birthday.
And we were talking about birthdays a few days ago, and he said, well, David, I got one thing. And I said, what's that? And he said, I still got my sex appeal.
Yes.
And I looked at George like, you mean I don't? And you looked at me and you looked
got
at me
it.
like, no, you don't.
You got whatever it is.
Well, let me
He
tell
does.
you,
He's the only man
I'm
I've
not
ever
much
been
older
married
than you,
to.
and your birthday's coming up real quick.
But my cake will not look as nice as that. Now my cake lady, will it be? It's gonna be hard to be as beautiful as Scott.
26 years on my head.
You're watching David Spaulding Jr.'s birthday on WaynesandSword.com. They'll be handing out some birthday cake, but right now it's time for us to say almost goodbye. As we bring everyone up on stage that wants to gather, including Carroll and Turney, to help us sing a song as we take a musical trip to the Crawdad Hole. It's going to be so much fun. Have you had a good time today? Oh, what? Let me hear you scream. I've never had this much fun myself. How about a hand for Kai, the sound guy, and Cowboy? Come on up here, Kai. Come up here and wave at the people. You can actually sing on this song now. Okay. It's safe for you to be up here. Say something to the people. Heidi. All right, how about a hand for Holly? Well, this is live TV. Stay here, Kai. I will. And Carol and Turney. Have you had a good time? Yes. And now, as we look around here, Rod McNurlin, give him a hand. The Mann sisters, yeah. And the Rhodes Brothers. So many people up here. Listen. Oh, the Magic Man, Amy Comet, Kai the Cowboy. We have Steve Morley. Stand up, Steve, on the piano. We have Tom Comet on the bass. We call it the DogHouse bass. We have my lovely wife. And we also have David Spaulding Jr., the birthday man. How about a hand for David Spaulding Jr.? What? We got something over there. What is it? Talk into the microphone.
We got these guys over here with the cactus and
Well, that's Rod McNurlin. Okay, here we go. We're going to take a musical trip to the Crawdad Hole. Help me out, David Spaulding. Get him to clap, Carol Ann. Well, you can lie, I can go, honey. You can lie, I can go away. You can lie, I can go, we'll down the Crawdad Hole, honey. Baby, listen now, solo. On piano. Here we go! I can hold, honey. Honey! You can lie, I can hold, honey. You can lie, I can hold. The Viva Las Vegas radio show. Baby, I say, honey, baby, thank you so much. This has been a VivaNashVegas.com production. Good day.